Big Bend National Park, home to some of the most stunning landscapes in Texas. And today, we're taking on the tallest peak in the park, Emory Peak. A 10.5-mile hike with 2,500 feet elevation gain that will push us to our limits. The drive in, absolutely breathtaking. Look at how the shadows dance on the mountains this morning. In fact, this is one of the best parts of the entire trip. Just the anticipation as you drive up to the parking lot, looking at these mountains, knowing you came from the desert in Texas and you drove hours and hours to get to this spot. Pulling into the parking lot, you can see Emory Peak looming in the background. All right, here we are, 9:30. We're at the Big Bend Visitor Center. We're about to hit Emory Peak this morning. It's a beautiful day. Weather's around 32 degrees. Should warm up to about 50. Blue skies. I mean, it's awesome. Couldn't ask for a better day right now. So let's go do it, guys. We stopped at the ranger station to check out the maps, grab last-minute supplies, and make sure we were prepared for the climb ahead. And we are off. Right away, the signs reminded us, don't feed the wildlife, don't litter, and oh yeah, beware of bears and mountain lions. No big deal, right? As you begin the trail, keep heading left. Keep following the signs to Emory Peak. The first part of the hike is a steady climb through a series of switchbacks, with the Casa Grande Peak towering above. It's tough, but every turn gives you a new view that makes it all worth it. Eventually, the trail flattens out near a campsite area. If you want to backpack and stay overnight, this is where you'd set up camp. When we did this hike in January, we were shocked to still see fall colors. The trees were popping with red and orange leaves, definitely not what we expected in the middle of winter. Not to mention, we were in a cold freeze. Half of Texas was snowing and under freeze warnings when we went on this hike. Luckily, we were far enough west and south that it didn't hit us that hard. We had a Mexican jaybird following us on the trail and even stopped to pose for the camera. It was difficult to climb and take in the beauty at the same time. I'm so glad I filmed it. We also passed this massive boulder balancing on the mountainside. If anyone knows what this is called, let me know in the comments. There's going to be several switchbacks before making it above the tree line. The steps right before reaching the tree line go on forever, but keep going because there is about to be a payoff. At this point, you can either take the Boot Canyon Trail or continue to Emory Peak. There's also a very primitive toilet up here, but there's a sign that says just to pee in the woods. Oh, and a random AED machine makes you wonder if anyone had to use that. My guess is they have. You'll start to circle around the mountain, and that will begin to open up views to your left at the valley and mountain range. It was breathtaking. After endless switchbacks, we finally climbed above the tree line. The reward? Unreal panoramic views. At this point, we could see what looked like the summit, but nope, still another 30 to 45 minutes to go. But don't get discouraged. The best views are just up ahead. So this is it, the last quarter mile to the peak, and it's no joke. You have to use your hands and feet to climb the jagged volcanic rock. We ran into some other hikers that helped us navigate the best path.
It was right there, and then Like you stay to the right, then you'll have to cut back a little to the left to head towards that tree. And you'll see where it's just easier to get over.
This last 35 to 40 feet is a Category 3 climb. No ropes, no steps, just pure scrambling. We ran into another hiker who told us someone summited with a mountaineering helmet. And honestly, I get why. A fall here would not be good.
I saw a guy coming down with a mountaineering helmet and I realized this was one I was bargaining for.
As you make your way to the peak, you're going to see radio and communication equipment. There are several antennas and solar panels supporting radio and emergency communication for the park. We made it 7,825 feet above Big Bend, and the views, absolutely unreal. Hard to believe that this is Texas.
Emory Peak, here we are. It's sketchy, but here we are. Check it out. Nervous up here. Earth is down below.
But after getting back, I looked up some of the history on the peak and was shocked to find out that, yeah, people have fallen from here. And just 2 months before our hike, well, let's just say they didn't make it down by choice. Remember, getting up is only half the battle. You still have to climb down. And honestly, that was scarier. Then it was our turn on giving advice how to get up.
It's worth it. A little sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. Just take your time. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what just happened. It was all a blur. There was a lot of nerves. We reached the summit. Had planned to eat up there, but no, change of plans. We wanted to get a little bit lower. At least I did. So we're gonna have some lunch. Got some good views here. By the way, this is my wife's version of like relaxing and eating lunch. She's on the edge of a cliff. Why?
You made me move.
She's got 1 foot propped up so that she can not fall to her death. So she's gonna eat like that.
It's not all that big of a deal.
Before heading down, I found the perfect spot to spread some of my mom's ashes. She always wanted to visit Big Bend again, and now she'll always have a place here. But the descent gave us a whole new perspective. Everything that was behind us on the way up was now in full view, including the famous window. Oh, and by the way, we did the window hike along with the Cattail Trail. You can check that video out on our page. Right before finishing the trail, we ran into a roadrunner that had zero fear of us. This guy was just hanging out, totally unbothered. And that's it. 10.5 miles, 2,500 feet of climbing, and an adventure we'll never forget.
All right, we finally made it back. 10-mile hike. There's Emory Peak up there. Man, what a hike. I'd highly recommend it. A little sketchy at the top. Got a little nervous, not gonna lie, but well worth it.
If you enjoy this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Question for you. Have you ever hiked a summit like this? What was the toughest climb you've ever done? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more from Big Bend, check out our hike to Cattail Falls and the window. Link below.